فين مشى؟ حاج عبد
Captain speaking. My name is Aaron, and on behalf of the entire crew, I would like to welcome aboard this Ryanair flight FR4540 with destination Malaga. We expect to be departing on time today. We're just finishing up the final paperwork, and then we'll be on our way very shortly. The flight time today to Malaga is going to be very short, approximately 20 minutes only. Any weather conditions en route are expected to be smooth, and also the weather in Malaga is very similar to the weather here. The temperature there at the moment is 23 degrees, clear skies and strong wind coming from the west. Shortly, Jose and his team will commence a safety demonstration. This is for your own safety, so please give them your full attention, and once again you are all very welcome on board this Ryanair flight.
May we have your complete attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. These features may differ from aircraft that you have flown on before. Please remove headphones for this demonstration. All emergency
Packers, as I tengo your carrier luggage may have become dislodged during landing and may fall out, causing injuries. Laptop, computer, and large portable electronic devices must remain switched off and securely stopped. You may now use your portable electronic devices. Please refrain from smoking and reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of Ryanair and your crew on board, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we wish you a safe onward journey. If you're looking for any kind of hype in your info, please visit Ryanair.com. Once again, thank you and have a nice one.
Troszkę adaptacją wody. From Delhi, I said.